ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو.
Hello and welcome to RTA News. Today is Thursday, March 27, 2025. Thanks for joining us. I am Wahid Sultani. Amir al-Mu'mineen Sheikh Maulawi Hibatullah Khanzada Hafazahullah on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr sent a message of congratulations to the countrymen and emphasized the country's economic growth and development. In the message, it's also mentioned that the Islamic Emirate is trying to implement hundreds of new development projects every year to rebuild the country. Here is the full story in the report.
Amir al-Mu'mineen Hafazahullah, the leader of the Islamic Emirate, in a message on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, emphasized the expansion of trade with the world, the increase in exports, and the development of industry. This message was read by Maulawi Mirza Muhammad Shakib, stated that the Islamic Emirate, in addition to religious developments, has made and is making its best efforts by the Sharia for the development of the country and economic development of the people.
The Islamic Emirate has tried to undertake hundreds of large and small development projects every year for development and reconstruction, to build highways between provinces, to expand trade with the world and increase exports, and to pay special attention to trade and industry, in which good progress has been made. By launching major development projects, extracting minerals, and distributing large areas of land to traders and industrialists, efforts are being made to reduce unemployment rate of the people and improve the economic situation. These steps require more attention, sincerity, efforts, and hard work from the relevant departments of the Islamic Emirate, which they must do. And extensive support and assistance from the people is also necessary, which they must not spare.
The Eid message states that because of the efforts of the Ministry of Propagation of Virtue, Prevention of Voice and Hearing Complaints, evil deeds and all kinds of corruption have been prevented, and all educational institutions have been obliged to adjust the curriculum per Sharia and provide sound education to the youth.
It
is one of the great goals of the Islamic system to prevent all kinds of corruption in society. When the corruption is eliminated, our lives will be prosperous, our honor will be protected, our dignity will be restored, and our people will enjoy the pleasure of Islam, and we will be the objects of Allah's mercy. All the departments of the Islamic Emirate, as well as the public, must continuously cooperate with and support the Ministry of Propagation of Virtue, Prevention of Vice and Hearing Complaints to eradicate and eliminate corruption, so that we have a society free from corruption and sedition, and our future generations will not fall victim to false beliefs, bad customs, and bad morals.
In this message, it was stated that helping the poor is an important part of Islamic and human values. The rich businessmen have been asked to help the poor, orphans, and the needy, so that the society can overcome economic problems and pave the way for a stable life.
The spokesman for the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan states that contacts have been made with the United States regarding the handover of the Afghan embassy. He adds that official relations are the interests of both countries. Maulawi Zabiullah Mujahid, in an interview with Al Arabiya TV, said that the phase of war with the United States has ended, adding that countries should also have good relations with the Islamic Emirate following the new policies, given the importance of stability and security in Afghanistan. Let's have a deeper look in this report.
In a recent interview with Al Arabiya Network, Maulawi Zabiullah Mujahid, the spokesman for the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, said that they have official relations with many countries of the world, and added that the Islamic Emirate also wants official relations with the United States.
Although it hasn't been officially announced or admitted in the media, we have formal relations with many countries. We also wish to have formal relations with the United States, which would benefit both the US and Afghanistan. Afghanistan hasn't imposed any conditions on anyone, and other countries should consider their policies towards Afghanistan, recognizing the importance of stability and security here, and establish good relations with Afghanistan.
Mr. Mujahid says that the phase of war and hostility with the United States has ended, adding that the Islamic Emirate is not currently in a state of war with any country.
The hostility was there when they occupied our country. Their military forces were in Afghanistan and it was against us, violating our independence. Once they left, under the agreement made in Doha, we transitioned out of a state of war and are no longer at war with the US or any other country. Now it's necessary to move beyond the state of war to the one of trust, dialogue and interaction.
In a part of his interview, he added that the Islamic Emirate wants good relations with the United States, and the United States should not interfere in the internal affairs of Afghanistan.
Discussions have taken place with the United States regarding the retrieval of the Afghan embassy. This is the beginning of discussions and negotiations. As you know, several topics were shared with the delegation that visited Kabul, and they have taken those issues with them. Now we will wait to see what the next steps from the US will be.
Mr. Mujahid said that the Islamic Emirate maintains relations with all countries of the world based on the international interests of Afghanistan, and added that it does not want Afghanistan to become a battlefield for countries to compete again.
Maulawi Abdul Kabir, the Minister of Refugees and Repatriation, met with Qatari Charge d'Affaires Mardif Al-Qashiti in Kabul. During the meeting, which discussed assistance and cooperation with Afghan refugees, Mr. Al-Qashiti assured Qatari officials of his continued assistance to Afghan refugees and said that he was considering cooperating with the UNHCR in the appropriate return of Afghan refugees from neighboring countries. While welcoming the Qatari Charge d'Affaires in Kabul, Maulawi Abdul Kabir praised the country's cooperation and positive relations with the Islamic Emirate in various fields, adding that the Islamic Emirate is constantly trying to resolve the problems of refugees. International Amnesty Organization has called on Pakistan to reverse its decision to forcibly deport Afghan refugees. In a statement, the organization called the plan a serious violation of human rights and international law. The Ministry of Industry and Commerce has signed cooperation agreement worth over $1.5 million with 12 organizations to support and strengthen enterprises in the country's economic sector. Nuruddin Azizi, the Minister of Industry and Commerce, has urged the institutions to prioritize supporting refugees in their proposals to project sponsors. The ministry said in a statement that these organizations will implement projects in 12 provinces to build capacity, provide financial support, increase income, manage small businesses, and provide livelihood opportunities for returnees. The Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development says that the work on a development project worth about $225,000 has begun in the Alishir Tirzio district of Khost province. According to the ministry, the project includes the construction of 226-meter-long retaining wall and a 311-meter-long canal. Officials of Maidan Wardak Province Propagation of Virtue, Prevention of Vice and Hearing Complaints have rescued a woman from local violence in Muhammad Yarkhel village of Damirdad district of the province. The officials of the department say that in addition to being denied the right to return to her father's house, the woman was also deprived of other rights. Border police officers from the Ministry of Interior Affairs seized 40 kilograms of methamphetamine at the Islam Qala port in Herat province. According to the ministry, the drugs, which were skillfully transported in a truck, were confiscated by its officials. 5 individuals were killed and injured in a traffic accident in Laghman province. The accident occurred in the Mashallah Tangi area of Laghman on the Kabul-Jalalabad highway when a pickup truck and a trailer collided, killing 3 people and injuring 2 others. The traffic management officials of the Laghman Provincial Police Headquarters arrived at the scene on time and transferred the injured to the Nangarhar Provincial Hospital for initial treatment. More than 2,000 carats of emeralds extracted from mines in Panjshir province have been sold for more than $140,000. Officials from the Department of Mines and Petroleum in Panjshir province report that this amount of emeralds was extracted from mines in the Hisse Awal district of the province within the last 2 weeks. That was all for tonight. Thanks for being with us. Have a good time.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا